Aries, we're going to do your reading real quick. Okay, these aren't going to be that long today. This is the Seven of Pence in the reverse. You're not looking back at something. That does not have your focus. There's no kindness, hope, or emergence. You're not building on something with somebody anymore. And mind you, this could be energy going towards you or energy that you're taking towards someone else, okay? But something has come kind of to a halt. You're not looking back at it. You know how you can look back at it? This kind of that. You're not doing that. Here is the Wicked coming out. I feel like this is death energy, okay? And it did come out kind of sideways a little bit. I'm just going to leave it in the upright. I'll leave it in the reverse. I feel like you're not going to look back at the death of something. This could be somebody, a relationship, a project you are working on, a job. It could be like just about anything that you, um, deem to be worthy of your attention, your time, your effort. Something is not worth it to you. It's dead. It's dead. It's gone. Bold hope. Wow, 100% boss. This is the Ace of Swords. So, you could be, I feel like because boss energy is coming out right here, and especially with the wow signal here in the middle, I feel like you've lost hope for something. Like you've kind of just, you know how you start a project and then you realize that it's going to take 5 times as much money or like 15 times as much effort and energy than you have to give. So it isn't like you don't want that. You still want that. It's still your like, it's your brainchild. It's your brainchild. Okay, but it is also one of those things that you have to be willing to make your mark on. And I think you've lost your desire to make your mark on something at this point. I think this is the Five of Pence, so being left out in the cold. I feel like either you are leaving someone else out in the cold or you feel left out in the cold by somebody that wasn't doing much. They were acting wicked, not really building anything, had a lot of, Ace of Swords. This is, truthfully, they're very bold, they're very bossy, and I think you've just lost your desire, your chutzpah to really like make an impression. Okay, it's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Let's see, can we get some clarifiers, please, for the Aries? Also, when I was like kind of pre-reading for, I'm so sorry, I'm telling you, it is 93 degrees today, and it's like really hot. My central AC is like not kicking high enough. It's okay. Okay, so this business and love is coming out, and then here's the title card. Those two both came out at the same time for what you're not building. Okay, you're not building some type of. You might have been in like, let's just say you went to a matchmaker or something. You were paired with somebody for any reason, right? Maybe you paid to go on a dating website or something to meet somebody, and you met them and you had a lot of like hope of building. I'm just gonna sit here and fan myself, okay? You wanted that kindness, you wanted the focus, I'm just seeing the hope emerging here and the bossiness emerging here. There's something about this love business not having a title for you. It's like you don't even want a title anymore in this specific. I don't know why I'm seeing Big Business, that movie Big Business with Bette Midler. If you've not seen it, it's about two sets of twins that actually get swapped at birth. So they each get, like, each of the couples get one of the twins. So they look like they're fraternal on both sides, but really there's an identical twin with two different families. Two sets of identical twins with two separate families. That's what I'm seeing here. Is it's almost like the big business of love, or like however that panned out for you, I'm just seeing these money trees and two people shaking hands over something. Uh, God forbid you're a gigolo, but I'm just trying to say, I mean, no judgment really if you are, but just be honest with people. This is not taking that title. This is not being able to build that any longer. If you were building on a love situation, or if you were building on, putting a title on something, this could be marriage, this could be um, just about anything. A new business merger, it could be anything, okay? And you'll know how it applies to your life. Whatever's on your mind right now. That's the thing that is no longer, you're not going to focus on it. You're not hopeful. That's the truth. You're like, I'll be my own boss. I can boss myself around, or I can, make my own title in love, or I can just be wicked as hell, make my mark on something else that I want to make my mark on. It doesn't really have a lot to do. I don't think this is necessarily super personal. Yeah, number 44 is the title card in reverse. And number 52 is the business card in the upright. I don't know if those numbers mean something to you, but if they do, you will know. So the Wicked, which is the death card in the reverse, came out with leadership, number 51. So you don't want to build on like killing things. This is like investing in something that's already dead, and you don't want to recuperate it. You don't want to redo it. It's okay. I'll give you another example. Let's say you're going to look for houses, new real estate that you'd like to rent out, or that you want to you're going to buy with some lover that you have, right? You're going to move. This is you wanting to make your mark, find a home, start building something, be in love, have your business stable, everything like that. This is realizing that the house that we're looking at right now, there's a death of leadership there. There's a lot of wicked things. The foundation of the house itself is crumbling, quite literally. It's like you didn't pass inspection. If you wanted to pass inspection, you're going to have to invest just gobs of money that you don't have, and that you don't even want to spend on something, on the house that you were looking at. All that means is that now you're going to boss up and keep it pushing. That's the Ace of Swords right there. You're going to just say, I'll make my mark somewhere else, but I can't do it here. Okay? Can't do it there. I'll find somewhere to do what I need to do. I'm hearing cat in the hat, green eggs and ham. I don't want them here. I don't want them there. I don't want them anywhere. It's like, you need to kind of be picky about where you're going to live for the rest of your life, right? That needs to be someplace that you want to make your mark, in that neighborhood, that school district, with whatever partner you've got. It's something you're coming off kind of determined to get the hell out of Dodge. Yeah. Intuitively, this is number 42. You already know what it is. You already know how to boss up. You already know how to look inside yourself and find the answers that you need, intuitively and otherwise. It seems like that's the only mark that you really need right now, is going to be the one that leads you to yourself. You got to listen to your heart and really listen to your heart and follow your intuition. Because you don't want to make the wrong mark. You're going to have to make a decision about what kind of mark you want to make on the world. This mark is left out in the cold. It's 5 of Pence. Whereas this is number 32. This is decisions of number 32. However, there's 3 different people all going different directions if you look at the card. And 2 of those people are tugging on the same person. It's like having one person holding one, literally, like in the picture. I will say one is holding a basket of stars and the other one is just pulling. So I feel like you're going to need to figure out for yourself what makes you feel like a star on the inside. What makes you know that you're a star? What makes you understand or endorse yourself that way? It's like the person that you're with should always make you feel like the best version of yourself to the best of their ability. Okay? If they don't do that, or if they make you question things, if they make you take a really close look and inspect every little thing, like inspecting a house, a piece of real estate before you purchase it, that's probably not the right house if you've got to think about it too hard. It's if you have a pet, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is realizing that the pet you're looking at is not the pet for you, that you need to keep looking. Okay. This is realizing that the pet you have is the perfect one for you. They come running every time you call. The very first time you met them, they came running to you. Okay? They chose you and you chose them. That's the kind of decision that needs to be really clear at this point. There needs to be an unmuddling of decision making. You you could be being pulled in two separate directions in romance here. You're going to need to decide for yourself because no one else can decide that for you. If I was you, I would just start with being honest. It's always a good place to start, and don't compromise. Once you've made up your mind about this situation, whatever it is, fight like hell for it. And if that's just whatever if that's just what, I don't know what this could be for, but you understand what I mean. It's a choice. You have to either commit or don't, but you can't really be like halfway in between, or else you're gonna be torn. I'm hearing that song "Torn in Between the Two" by Latoya Luckett. Torn in between the two, but I really want to be with you, but I know you can't leave her alone, or something like that. I don't know the words to that song that well. I just don't know. I'm not familiar. Okay, so this is the top. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna keep like having to like wipe away this. You could be working really hard. I was just saying in the last reading that every time I've been channeling lately, and it is hot. I told you it's 93 degrees outside today. But lately, when I'm channeling, it does make me sweat harder than I usually, like when I'm just sitting here doing nothing. And I don't know what, like, it is a lot of effort to keep yourself grounded, especially when you don't feel like something is going to work out. Like when you're no longer working for a title with somebody and you don't really want to be in their business of love either. It's like it's almost none of your business anymore. You're like, whatever. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm not, yeah, look, in a marriage, I'm telling you, if this is romance, there's something kind of like nefarious about it. It's a like it's almost like someone wants to get married only because they want leadership, or they want control over you, or they want to be like they want to lead you toward wicked things in a marriage. It's just something that you need to shed some extra light on. I'm noticing there's three people going up the ladder. You could be considering the former and the latter. Former ladder. They each have three people, but this one's got the dove of grace, as well as the hermit. Usually the hermit's holding a lantern at the very top. So if this is something that if you're trying to make choices about things, especially if you are married, this could also be somebody that already is married, that has a business contract, that's like literally trying to get your attention. Okay. No love is at the bottom of the deck. I need to shuffle this. This was from last reading, excuse me. Let me just give this a quick shuffle. Having no love show up though, right there. Go listen to August Alsina and Nicki Minaj, No Love. It's like there's different types of affection, if you know what I mean. And this could just be one of those relationships that was more committed to the physical rather than the intuitive, the mental, or any kind of future hope of being like in a boss position together, if that makes sense. Um, I don't know why I'm thinking of brand names right now, like Hugo Boss. I'm not really like, I'm not really even familiar with, I know who Hugo Boss is, obviously, but yeah, this is what I mean. It's like you intuitively know that something is safe, but there's no love there. Like you might be safe, but it doesn't necessarily yield a huge, like, this is also a crossroads. You're gonna have to choose between this way and that way. I heard Get Right Witcha by Migos. Yeah, look, not truthfully any love. This is a decision that you're gonna have to make. I don't know what this is, Aries, if this is someone, the way that they felt towards you, or the way that you felt about either one or both of these people. I don't know. Yeah, it's void. It's almost like the decision is going to be made for you if you don't make the decision. And I feel like that's probably going to, I'm sorry, like, I know this sucks. You're going to have to, like, take a little walk, make a decision either this way or that way. And if you can't, you might lose both. You might lose one, you might lose the other. You're going to take a risk if you continue to kind of drag your feet about whatever this is. If you want to boss up, if you want safe travels, and if you want to intuitively honor yourself, then you're going to need to be way more hands-on than this. Can I get a future card for Aries as advice, please? We'll use Buddha deck. Ill will and aversion coming out. This is number 6. A sharp knife is a useful tool in cutting or a lethal weapon to kill. Yikes. So is willpower. It can do good or cause harm. Oof. That's kind of what I was saying about being at a crossroads, especially in a marriage or in a business partnership as it pertains to love. Are you okay with your love life being a business? Are you the type that's willing to get married for status, for money, for material comfort? Like, you have to be honest with yourself, because this is the cutoff you're going to have to decide. Either this is someone else towards you or you towards someone else. It says willpower is a mental capacity on its own. It is neutral. However, as the monkey mind puts its spin on it, it can easily become either a determination to succeed or do harm to anything. So that's kind of what I mean. You got to figure out where you're going to drop your anchor. There might be safe seas, like safe travels on the seas right now, but you're going to have to figure out where you're going to drop your anchor. No one else can decide that for you. Whatever you're going through right now, best of wishes to you, Aries. This was your reading. Hope it was helpful. Toodles.